OBS didn't like that scene change, oh dear. But we're back. And yeah, Midnight Kirby, I just recently learned about that myself. Poultrygeist was actually the streamer I was watching, and he'll regularly get the quality options while he's streaming. Like, an hour into his stream, all of a sudden, his stream will, not disconnect, it'll, like, buffer for everybody, and it's like, okay, everybody refresh, quality options are here. And then he'll go back to streaming like normal. But he'll also buff up his bitrate so people can watch on short source on a better bitrate and stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, usually that's where I learned about this, because he almost always gets quality options at some point, and he's non-partnered. Specter's bent on total destruction. Well, sure, I mean, that's what monsters do, right? But there's something weird about all this. Weird doesn't begin to describe it. I mean, you saw the Specter. I know that I saw something, but I don't know what I saw was the Specter of legend. All we know right now is that there is a Specter in this gallery. Yes, there's definitely a very large and very angry something attacking the village. It was a Specter. Why don't you believe me? Luke, I believed your letter when I came here. I believed you when you said the Specter would appear. So why don't you believe me now? We all saw the Specter. Now we need to unearth its origin. This is quite a puzzle here. We must examine all facets thoroughly before we come to any conclusions. But we lost the Specter. Do we just wait for it to appear again? Not at all. Let's take a look at what we already know. For now, we have plenty of clues concerning the Specter's true nature right before us. We do? Of course we do, Luke. Tell him, Professor! Well, did anyone see the feet of the Specter? I did not. It seems that it likes to conceal itself in water. The canals. Precisely. The Specter's left no footprints behind, but despite its size. Why aren't we asking Luke, like, how he knows where it's going to attack? I mean, I'm not saying that I suspect him. I'm saying that's really good information to have. And the path the Specter took through town is now soaking wet. I hadn't even noticed that. And then there's the matter of that sound. It must have been the Specter's flute, Professor. No, there was something else. When the Specter appeared, I heard a strange grunting, growling noise. Grunting? Growling? Noise, yes. I can't yet make any certain conclusions about what we saw or heard. We still need more information. The biggest clue that we have right now is that music. I heard something about an old antique flute that was recently auctioned off on the black market. Why does a 7-year-old know anything about the black market? And what? You think that might be the Specter's flute? Maybe, I don't know. We should trust Luke's instincts on this one. It's definitely worth investigating this black market. It is best the lead we have, even if it is our only lead. But right now, it's getting late. Let's return to the hotel and start fresh in the morning. Perhaps we can ask for a different room that doesn't have claw marks on it. Flute music. The sound of a flute can be heard throughout the town, despite no sign of anyone playing it. What causes this curious phenomenon? Even when the Specter is still far away, the sound of the flute is still audible. How strange. The music seems to be the same volume no matter where you go. That must be relevant. So, there might be speakers put up around town to make that noise. I mean, if it echoes, that means you're hearing it from multiple sources, or it's literally echoing. Chapter 4. The Shadowy Manipulator. So I'm guessing speakers set up around town are what are playing the music. Unfortunately, that doesn't really get us anywhere. That just proves that the Specter is fake, and we already can assume that because this is a Layton game. They don't do things that are too sci-fi or fantasy, except for, you know, time travel. But we're ignoring that, because... reasons. Brains. Oh, at least some tea, please. I like Emmy. Not a morning person, Emmy. Good morning, Emmy. Ready to attack the day. Come on, Emmy. Let's get going. Come on. Luke, just... shh. Luke, a gentleman never rushes a lady. Oh, just give me a second. While we're waiting, let's discuss today's plan. The flute?
Yes, you said last night an antique flute was auctioned off at the black market, correct?
I heard Beth talking about it. So where is this black market? Emmy? My, that was fast! A lady never keeps a gentleman waiting. So where is the black market? I don't actually know. I'm 7. I only heard rumors about it. Never actually been there.
Honestly, I would find it unsettling if you did know exactly what the black market was, Luke.
What about the other market? What other market? You know, the regular one. I can show you where that is. Let's keep that in mind in case we need melons. A black market is different than a regular market.
Actually, Emmy, we can't be too certain of that. Besides, a market can be good for gathering information. We might find something helpful there. I think we should explore the market.
Alright, we need to take the rope bridge to get to the market. I hate this plan already. Westward ho!
Indeed.
Hey, we did miss puzzles! Certain curtains, captain's call, and counting cats. That's unusual. I usually don't miss puzzles the first time you can actually miss them. Oh well. Uh-oh.
What is it, Luke?
This hotel is a local legend. This is my first time staying here.
This place is very quaint indeed. This reminds me of a puzzle about a hotel. Puzzle number 22, Paper Pear, worth 30 picarets.
Oh no, it's one of these!
Hotels often provide stationery in their rooms for visitors to use. In your room, it seems a mischievous individual has cut a hole in one of the sheets of notepaper. You want to cut the paper into 2 identically shaped pieces. The boxes marked by dotted lines are perfect squares, and you cannot lose any part of the stationery. Where should you cut?
Time for the black market story. Well, I don't know anything about the black market story, Momo, so...
No spoilers, please. Let's see. Oh god, this is awful and I hate it.
Do I only get to cut once? It doesn't say I only have to cut once, but...
Oh god, this is gonna be awful.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So there's 28 squares. So each one has to be 14 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, whoops. That cuts it into 14 and 14. Obviously, they're not equal. Count blessings, at least it's not a block pushing puzzle. You don't understand. The only puzzles there are 3 types of puzzles I'm really bad at, which kind of sucks because there aren't that many types of puzzles. 3D spatial awareness, so manipulating things in a 3D space in your mind. Block pushing puzzles, which take me literal hours. And these, the cut puzzles. Because these are sort of like 3D spatial awareness in a way. You have to be able to see a shape. Alright, so if I give you 4 squares, I'm gonna have to take away 4 squares from you. Obviously none of this works. Whatever I cut has to have something to do with this space. There! That's not how it works. This is how I would do it, though. I would say, screw that and just cut down the middle and then cut this space out. Congratulations! But then I would throw out a piece of stationery, and that's obviously not how the puzzle is supposed to work. Because F logic. Alright. Let's get some hints. After cutting, one piece must be flipped in order to make the 2 pieces match. Must be flipped, huh? Obviously I can't throw a piece away. Actually, that almost works in a weird way. No, stop it. Everything's awful. Puzzle hinges on how you make use of the hole in the stationery. That line that divides the 2 shapes goes through the hole. Goes through the hole. The only way to go through the hole is like that. Oh. Sneaky. Still trying to figure out the Specter, though. Even if there are no footprints, it leaves some sort of trail. This giant machine or something? This doesn't make sense. Here's my thought process on it so far. Obviously, nobody who's played the game confirm or deny anything. Because blind playthrough. It's in the title, it's kind of the point of these Layton streams. Blind playthrough. So one, it uses the water somehow. Which means there's gotta be some sort of machine that goes through the water that moves it. Two, it doesn't leave footprints, so obviously it's not stepping on the actual land. But it's still damaging the streets and stuff. But it could be doing that just by, like, punching her or something. So, the device creates some sort of beast that's covered in a cloak or something. And that's why the glowy eyes, because it has some sort of glowy thing, so you can... It has some sort of eyes in the machine, and it just looks like a ghost covered. It's just covered in some giant cloth or some material. Two, we have the speakers that are probably all around town causing the music. So obviously someone's using the Specter, the Specter is... What would you call it? The Specter myth is what the word I was looking for. To try and cause this to happen. One cut that must be made... Oh, so there's multiple cuts. Goes up one square from the top right corner of the hole. Does that help? So this is one of the cuts. It said it has to... One of the cuts goes through the hole, though. The line that divides the two shapes goes through the hole. Oh! That does it! I see! So you do just go g-g-g-g. Interesting.
I think this is right. I knew I could do it!
Correct! If you cut it as shown and flip the pieces over, both pieces should be the same shape. All done examining the room, Luke. It's about time we moved on. Just a minute. Or, just a minute, I guess was how it was supposed to be said. We found a soft feather that we stole from your pillows. Haha! You'll never catch me, Copper! Oh, hey, it's you. Didn't I see you here yesterday? I heard some tourists got in the hotel to see the Specter. You know anything about that? Nope, not us. Never heard of it. Specter? What Specter? What? No. Well, maybe. So it was you all in that room 302 was attacked, huh? That was a close call. Yes, but we're all fine, and we've been moved to a safe place, room 301. It's very comfortable. It was so comfortable you could barely get out of bed this morning. That's enough, Luke. So if everyone is fine, then it's business as usual for us. What's your deal with tracking the Specter? He's an ex-boyfriend of yours or something? That's the most logical explanation, of course. Actually, never mind. I don't need the drama. Just take this. Might help you, might not. This little puppet has always made a fine good luck charm for me. Puppet? There's another minigame? You're throwing all sorts of minigames at me. The Puppet Theater minigame has been added to the trunk. A new action for the Puppet Theater. Gripped. Sliced. Rinsed. Bobby gave you a Puppet Theater. Puppet Theater has now been added to the Professor's trunk. Direct the puppets to bring each show to its full conclusion. Oh, it must be like the storytelling we did in the other game. Oh, it's adorable, thank you. Emmy, I always took you for someone who'd be more into cars or robots over puppets. Really? You think she's a gearhead? With her Vespa, I can see that. There's a puppet show that you will direct. Can't resist those eyes. You will see the puppets act out your directions on the top screen. Tap the middle of the touchscreen to advance the story. As the story progresses, you will direct different actions. Tap an action, press OK. If the action shows correct, the story will continue. Choose the wrong action, the story will devolve into nonsense, and the play will end. It'll also make a great ad-lib. You can rewind if you want to reverse direction, choose the correct action, play the grand finale.
There are 3 plays. After successfully completing one, you'll move on to the next one. You collect actions for your puppets to perform as you progress the main game. See what happens when you bring all 3 plays to their grand finales. Obviously, we're not going to finish this just yet. It was my first cooking class, so I was kind of nervous. Welcome! A chef is light on words and heavy on cooking, so let's get going. What's the first thing you need? That's right, ingredients. Today we're looking at carrots, onions, potatoes, broccoli, beef, and milk. Let's make us a stew. Okay, these are fresh veggies here, so you can't use them as is. Not unless you like the taste of dirt. The chef was right. They're all pretty dirty, so I blanked them first. Rinse them. Bravo! Only a barbarian would cook with dirty vegetables. Don't be afraid to wash them thoroughly. Once the vegetables are clean, put them in the cutting board. Now, let's go ahead and peel them. I was shaking nervously. I could hear the clock ticking, but I blinked the peeler firmly. Gripped. Bravo! The vegetables were peeled. I had done it. I exhaled a sigh of relief. Nice. Now that you've peeled them, let's cut them up. Come on, chop chop. We'll do the same for the meat as well. Took hold of the knife. Being careful not to cut myself, I blanked all the vegetables. Sliced. Good! Almost time to throw everything at the pots, but first, let's bring out the flavor a little bit. The chef took out a frying pan, and as soon as I saw it, I knew what I had to do. I coated the frying pan in oil, threw the meat and veggies in the meat and veggies, and blanked it all. Well, we don't have that. So, we'll be moving on later. The music sounds really nice. Yeah, it's very calming. Do not enter. We haven't had time to clean up. There's glass everywhere in there. Room 302 isn't open, but we can rest in 301. Morning. Trust you slept well. I sure didn't. Well, I'm sorry for that. The new room you gave us is quite comfortable, thank you. Sure, I'm just glad you're all okay. I'm worried about that some tourists got smashed up in one of my rooms. My business would be done for. That would be unfortunate. So what quaint examples of local flavor may I recommend you visit today? We would like to see the market. Yes, the market's nice. Now fruit and pottery and fish and all that stuff tourists like. It's just west of Grand Bridge. But I'm sure you knew that from reading your travel guidebook. Just cross the rope bridge and you're there. Thank you for your help, Joseph. Emmy, Luke, shall we? Onward! Oh hey, it's the lazy cop. Which doesn't really help distinguish him from most of the cops that we've seen in this game. Ever since we got new police chief, our investigations are much easier. We have nothing to do. The Specter is more like a natural disaster than crime, though. No injuries to report thus far, just a lot of damage. Speaking of damage, do you know the puzzle of the cracked clock? What was that you said about not having a lot of work to do because of the new inspector? Number 23, cracked clock, worth 30 picarets. While taking a clock down from the wall, you drop it on the floor, cracking its face in half. Curiously enough, you find that some of the numbers on each sign is equal. Draw a line that shows exactly where the clock's face is split in half. It's probably something like that. Hold on. Okay, so 10, 11, 12. That's 30 frickin' 3. 34, 35, 36. Yeah. So, memo. 36. Then you have 17, 24, 30, more than 36. So you actually probably want to split it literally in half. So 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 43. Yeah, 43. Plus 17, 24, 30, 35. This isn't working as easily as I thought it would. "22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 32. 32.
2. Actually, the easier way to do this is to add everything up and divide by 2 and then find what that number. So, I'm just gonna do that math real fast. I'm not doing it aloud, because I'm actually writing it down to keep track of the numbers, because fuck not doing that. Alright. Also, I apologize if my language is getting to folks lately. I've been, like I said, I had a rough start of my week, and I am just not feeling as self-censoring as I usually am. So the total number is 78. So we want 39 on each. Alright, so how do you get 39 out of 12? Is the good question right there. 3. So 33. Probably need 6 more. So that gives you 39, I think. So that's 6, 18, 29, 39. So then over here, that gives you 17, 24, 30, 39.
This took some creative thinking.
No, it just took me actually puzzling it out like I should have in the beginning.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Precisely! The clock face split in the line between 9 and 10 on top left and 3 and 4 on the bottom on the right. And new action. Turned up. Turn up for what? The other day, some of the boys were trading puzzles when the chief showed up. My third eye can see through any of your puzzles, he says. Quit loafing around. We all went straight back to work after that. It's no wonder he got promoted to chief so quickly. He has a way with words. A third eye? I'm pretty sure he was speaking metaphorically. Also, I want to meet this chief. Oh, we meet again, my friends! Yes, I'm giving you a different voice from last time. Get used to it. I never retain voices between playthroughs. You as well, Aldous. Good to see you, my friend, with friends. An investigator without friends shall discover only loneliness. A puzzle? It's like they're offering you a snack or something. Have a puzzle with your meal. No, thank you, that's fine. How can you have a meal without a puzzle? That's like having dessert without a dessert wine. I don't drink. Wow, okay. Number 24, Moonlight Melancholy. 20 picarettes. A prince and princess from 2 countries have fallen deeply in love, but their 2 countries are at war, and so the young lovers cannot be together. Tonight, as they gaze at the moon, separated by more than just distance, each sheds a single tear. Bring them joy by forming a symbol with which to adorn the night sky. You can move and rotate their tears as inspiration. Move and rotate their tears? Really? The hell? This is... huh? Look, he has a runny nose. Speaking of voice acting, I was catching up on your old Curious Village stream. You mentioned Elegia Games, so I checked him out. The guy's stuff's really freaking good. Thanks for recommending him. Elegia Games is one of my favorite streamers on Twitch by far. He's actually today going to start an Undertale playthrough. I intend to play Undertale, so I won't be able to watch him. But all of his voice acted games, they're all saved on Twitch highlights. So every single one of them. He's done Danganronpa. He's done the entire Ace Attorney series as is so far. He's done, I think, the first 2 Layton games. I don't know if he's done the 3rd yet, but he's done so many good games.
So yeah, I highly recommend Elegy of Games, and I'm glad other people are watching him for my recommendation, because the guy's damn good. Create a symbol of joy inside the box. Oh, it's a heart. Come on, rotate. There we go. Boom.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Oh my god, I understand I need it. That will be a YouTube Let's Play after Resident Evil 4. I don't want to do it on Twitch because I've heard a lot of people complain that there's a lot of backseating and other nonsense that goes on when streaming the game. And 2, I just can't fit it into my streaming schedule anyway. Correct! Now their tears are gone. Perhaps they will find happiness after all. Elegy of Games streams 3 p.m. PST my time is when he usually starts. He usually starts between 3 and 4 PST. So you don't have to keep a tab open the entire time. You'll if you just remember that timing. A gentleman's solution! My puzzle is solved! I respectfully concede to your expert skills! No, seriously, yours was like the easiest puzzle I've seen all day, except for that number 1, so please give me more. Such a defeat before a child! Oh, the shame! It burns long from within! There is no shame in a good puzzle, Albus. Oh yes, I know, I jest in such times. Well done, good man. Thank you. It was a very enjoyable puzzle. A good puzzle is like a good mime. Most satisfying when it comes to a surprising yet predictable end. Yes, my thoughts as well. We must be off, thank you again. Was that just him hating mimes? Was that the joke there? Okay, sure.
I don't have time to deal with some legendary nectar, alright? I will not live my life in fear. Now I gotta go do what I was gonna do yesterday. Same stuff I was gonna do the day before that.
It's not a nectar, it's a oh, forget it. To the market! What is it, Professor? I suddenly had the feeling that someone was following us. I'm terrible at time zone conversion and constantly get it wrong, so I should keep a separate tab open all day. That's fair. That's fair. You can usually Google, like, what is PST in my time zone, and there'll be, like, 3 top searches, I'll tell you exactly what it is. So, Google's usually useful for that, too. Perhaps I just imagined it. Perhaps. Oh, hey, it's the pervert. Harumph! Hello there, sir. I keep hearing flute music. Am I the only one? I don't hear it right now. It was quite moving, melancholy tune. It reminded me of a puzzle! Why? Why, puzzle, why? Puzzle number 26, UFO SOS, with 65 picarets! Oh, because it's a sliding block puzzle, of course. Oh, no. One day I saw a spacecraft hanging motionless in the sky right above me. Must be engine trouble, I thought. The solution was simple. All I had to do was move the spacecraft's energy ball from the left side to the right, and it was good as new. Think you can do the same? No! Why would you even ask this of me? Like, seriously. What is wrong with you? Actually... There, I'm done. Good. I moved the ball. I'm happy. No. Giant black nectar attacking the city. You know. Yes, that would be disgusting. Everything is awful. And I hate this puzzle already. Hints! Hints! Oh god, hints. Flying saucer can be fixed in a minimum of... I don't care about that. First move down the 2 blank ones on the right. Then line up the 2 to the top right corner of the ship. Like that. Next hint. Collect all 4 in the middle row. When 2 on shapes to the left and the right is needed. No, wait. No. My controller my mouse is clicking like mad. It does not like this puzzle. Okay. Think I've gotten that part. Once all 4 of those are in the row in the middle, return both blank shapes to the top right corner. After that, try and maneuver the red into the bottom right space. Alright, red into the bottom right space. But it was just there. Wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Now I need to move you there. And move all other to the far right. Then I'll move you to the top left. Then I'll move you like this. And get you all around. But that's a problem, isn't it? Do that instead. Aha!
This is what I've come up with. That was it!
I wasn't so bad once I was 3 hints in. Out of this world. Yeah, it was just like that. Watching this reminds me of my sprightly younger days.
Mr. Layton, is any of this true?
It does seem to be a rather unusual story, doesn't it, Luke? A new course for the train. Very impressive, young man. And what were we talking about?
You said you were hearing flute music?
Yes, that's right. Must have been like that legend from long ago. It summons the Specter. Quite scary these days. But it wasn't supposed to be. Yes, we're doing more toy trains. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Dream train. Okay. So we have a 5-long train, which doesn't really matter if we only have 1 train to deal with. And we need to get it there. We need to go through each of these. I had a dream where I was looking up at the stars and suddenly saw a big flash of light across the sky. I then realized I was in a train, but I had no idea where I was going. Anyway, I set the course just like in my dream. Thanks? No, that gets me there. No, why? There. It's not that easy, is it? Chugga 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 chug choo choo! Ding a ding. Ding a ding. Yeah, I guess it was that easy. Your dream sucked. Oh, we should save. I haven't saved for a while. Wouldn't want the game to crash or my power to go out or any of the other nonsense. Downward. Oh, hey, it's him. Yesterday was chaos! The ground shook! Music was nice, though. Thanks to the Oracle's prophecy, you're all safe. Yes, that is fortunate. I heard that the Oracle knows the mayor. Keep that to yourself. Maybe the mayor is the one behind the Specter. It's a conspiracy, Miss Ellery!
That's ridiculous.
Oh, just joking, son. I don't really think that. Or do I?
Hey there, Luke. You staying cool? Hello, Finch. You two know each other? We used to play together.
Yeah, but Luke stopped coming round. You too cool for school now, Luke? Glad to see you outside enjoying nature again, at least.
Luke is going to the market with us.
Better watch your tail feathers. That's where all the workers' kids hang out. They're no joke.
Workers' kids?
The factory on the east side of town closed down. Check it out if you want. The place is a hoot. Ever since the workers lost their jobs, all their kids started hanging out the market. Better keep Luke there under your wing if you want to stay cool.
I can take care of myself.
Luke, you're a pampered little chick who lives in a mansion and whose dad is the mayor. Good life is what most kids chirp about in their dreams. What's with you and the bird jokes? Are you like supposed to be pigeon?
Well, they shouldn't.
You'll be alright as long as you all flock together, cool?
Oh, yes, very cool.
That's sweet, sweet music. Hey, Luke, why don't you take a crack at this puzzle I made up? See if you can crack this one.
Puzzle number 29. How old? 35 picarets. Oh, I'm bad at these! A friend wrote you the following letter. Our baby girl Nat was born last year in March. If you multiply her age by those of her older sister Kat and by brother Pat, the product is 36.
Last year in March, that makes her a year old.
So 1 times blank equals 36. So 1 times A times B equals 36. If you add all their ages together, you'll get a sum of 13. So 1 plus A plus B equals 13. Everyone is healthy and happy. Right back soon. Letter was written on April 25th. April, May, June, January, February, March, April. Okay, so they're confirming 1 year old. What are the ages of Nat, Kat, and Pat? Oh dear. Actually, most of the stuff I just wrote down is on the screen. Whoopsie. I didn't need to write it down. Alright. Okay, so. 1. Oh wait, brother? Our cute baby girl Nat. So that's the younger sis. Nice try. You're 1 year old. Alright. So let's take 6 and 6. The brother and older sister are both 6 years old. Well, damn. 6. No, younger sis. Whoops. There.
I think this is right.
I'm usually worse at those puzzles.
That puzzle wasn't so hard.
Correct! Their ages are 6, 6, and 1. It only works if the older siblings are the same age. They are, in fact, twins.
Wow, you're no dodo, Luke. By the way, I heard your mom went migrating for this season. You're not sulking around, are you?
No, of course not.
Ooh, it's alright to miss her, Luke. It's cool. There's a thing here. A ceramic bowl. You're still chuckling up over here, huh?
The Specter elite checkout at the hotel, eh? Did they charge him extra money for that? I heard people were inside when the Specter smashed up the hotel, but no one was hurt. Our Specter is terrible aim. I heard you're looking for a black market, eh? Good luck with that. That's Black Raven turf.
Black Raven.
Hey, you make a good parrot. Black Raven, give me cracker. Ha ha ha.
No, seriously, I want to hear more about the Black Ravens. You might need a great deal of force to make a hole like this.
The Spectre would be like swaddling a fly.
It's gone a little cuckoo, apparently.
A little bit. The market is just across that rope bridge. I can't wait to see what kind of things people are selling. The sweet smell attracts people from all around. How quaint!
With such a gaudy design, the customers surely can't miss it.
A lithograph? Why is there a lithograph in your bushes? Oh well.
I would like to buy some of this delicious looking candy, please.
You kidding me? Get out of here. I make my candy by hand. I make it for children, not for adults who can't control their urges.
So you won't sell any to me?
Oh, you're a quick one! How about you, little boy? You like candy?
I'm not a little boy, and thank you, but no.
Me? You can teach your adult friend here a thing or two about self-restraint. Move along now.
Sorry, Emmy, I should have brought it and given it to you. Well, it's a bit late for that, Luke. Are you okay? You seem upset. I'm fine, really. Thank you.
Bit of a sweet tooth there, Emmy. Oh god, lots of new people. I have to come up with new voices fast.
The black market must be hidden. This all looks pretty normal here.
Let's ask around a bit. Delicious homegrown vegetables, fresh from the garden.
Simmer these a while and I bet you'd end up with smashing soup. Vegetables come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Remember, kids, eat your vegetables every day. Hello there. Today we have specials on many kinds of fruit. Everything looks so fresh. I bet they all taste great. These plums are ripe and sweet. Here, try a sample. Oh, it's heavenly.
By the way, do you know anything about the black market?
Is that where you're headed? I hear rumors, but the only people who go are rich tourists.
We're looking for something in particular. Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
I suppose it won't hurt anything, but first solve this puzzle for me.
Number 33, Fruit Friends, with 25 picarets. 4 friends met in town, each with a different kind of fruit to share. The first friend brought a bunch of bananas. The second brought a cluster of grapes. They set the fruit down on their feet, and as the third and fourth friends arrived, bringing with them grapefruit and a melon. They also laid their fruit at their feet, but then they had run off as fast as possible. Where did the group meet? Click your answer on the map.
And they ran off as fast as possible.
That's because they went downhill.
This took some creative thinking.
The
puzzle is without
the second
answer.
set of fruits were round, so if you set them at your feet, they're going to roll down a hill. Correct! The 4 friends met at point B. The melon and grapefruit were both round, so they began rolling down the hill as soon as they were placed on the ground. Hey! New thing for the puppet theater.
Nicely done, sir. Now let me tell you what I know. You see, the boss of the black market is very strange and very scary. No one's seen his face. There's some rare antiques and works of art there, but you don't want to get too involved in it.
Doesn't sound like a very savory place to be. How exciting! And just who is the strange man who runs the black market? We'll see when we find it. Let's ask around a bit more. Looking for something? Maybe something very specific and rare. Try Marilyn's stand. She's got the best assortment of fruits and vegetables. Really? I thought you were a merchant too. Okay. Well, I already talked to her. Oh, a puzzle!
Professor, the apples over there look delicious.
They all appear very fresh, but they seem as if they're about to fall out the cart.
Professor, would you like to try a puzzle I made up?
Wait, what? That felt like a non sequitur for a moment there. Anyway, puzzle number 34. Non sequitur, I think is how it's pronounced actually. It's 34, apple picking, or 30 picarets. Time to pick some apples. You have 3 baskets of varying sizes, and there are 5 apples on the tree. Pick all of the apples, making sure that the large basket contains more apples than the medium, which in turn contains more apples than the small. Each basket must contain at least 1 apple. Each basket must contain at least 1 apple. This is slightly more complicated than it looks. 3 baskets with 5 apples. You can't split this up in the way it wants.
Pick all of the apples, making sure the large basket contains more than the medium, which in turn must contain more than the small. Each basket must contain at least one. Huh? That's not how science works. There's no other... Cute, game. Cute. You can move the baskets around. Alright, that looks like it was a spam bot, so let's time that out. So we purge that so other people don't have to see that. But yep, see, now this basket contains 3 apples. That one contains 2 and the small contains 1.
Some puzzles must be met directly. I love the thrill of a good solution.
I like that puzzle. That was clever. Correct. Put 2 apples in each of the large and medium baskets, and put 1 apple in the small basket, move the large basket. That does it. Was that a puzzle? Was that puzzle too easy?
Not at all. In fact, had it been any more difficult, I may have turned apoplectic. That would have been more clever if I managed to pronounce it right the first time.
It's so close here, too. Do you think this would suit me?
They all seem to be a very reasonable price at any rate.
So where to next? Aunt Taffy's candy cart is the best place in the entire world. That candy completely owns me. When I think about it, how I can't eat her candy when I grow up. It makes my heart hurt.
You totally can eat her candy when you grow up. Just get somebody else to buy it for you, I guess. It's such a silly rule. Adults can't eat candy. What's wrong with you? As if adults aren't allowed to indulge themselves.
I don't think they have the kind of hat I want. I'll wear a helmet, but hats simply aren't my thing.
I need no hat, but the one I wear right now.
Well, we kind of know why that is from the previous game. Oh, this is just the worst. The worst, I say. What a pain. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Well, if you truly want to know, my father left some time ago and never returned. Now I win the bread, so Mother does not suffer. It kind of has me down. Wow, I bet your father must be very proud of your dedication to your family. Lady, what do you know? We haven't been around for over a year. He doesn't think about us. Well, I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe he just got lost. At the black market. If he were at the black market, could you find him? Technically, when you're grown up, she'll be dead, so you can just take it. Damn, Mennonite! That's harsh. He's at the black market? Well, let me run right there. Ha! My kid. A pathetic attempt at getting information out of me. Thanks for pretending to care, though. Nobody knows anything about the black market, Professor. I don't think it's here.
Emmy, we may need to refine your people skills. If the entrance to the black market may be hidden.
So how are we going to find it? Well, someone must know.
Yes, it might be prudent to ask around a bit more. And more politely, Emmy.
Oh, this people, this work, this life, what a pain, what a pain.
The road goes in both directions. Let's explore down there as well.
And we couldn't go that direction before because... Ooh! Sign is hiding something. A coin! Another coin. Not many people pass through that way. Distinct lack of shops. A bit chilly in the shade. I prefer it chilly.
Pardon me, young man, but do you...
I don't know nothing. Old lady that sells candy knows about everything.
Everything. I see. Thank you.
She's holding candy for me. She deserves everything coming her way.
See anything salvageable? Well, too bad. Already laid claim to this gold mine here.
Gold mine? This mountain of junk?
Junk, huh? Aren't you the mayor's kid? Yeah, I bet a rich kid like you knows a lot about hard work, huh?
Of course you are! Of course you are! Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle. Gotcha.
Go tell the butler that you saw people working for a living today.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to.
What you see as a mountain of junk is how we make a living.
I'm sorry I called it a mountain of junk. That was terribly rude. I feel awful. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just kidding. Lighten up, rich boy. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for... Do you know where the black market is?
Dog, what's wrong with you? Stop whining. I don't know what's your problem.
The black market? Does that place really exist? I hear rare pieces of art turn up there. Guys collect junk, right? That's why I don't know much about it.
I have a feeling he was mad. Alright, so they want us to go back to old Granny at some point, because that's where the here is pointing towards. Oh, so now you let me go across the whole... Gotcha! Mouse badge! Diddy! We can do those missing puzzles. Alright. Puzzle number 9. Certain curtains with 20 picarettes. We at least attempt all the puzzles, folks, that I can find, at least. The butler left a note with instructions, but it's hard to read because he seems to have written in a hurry. Don't forget curtain 13. Yeah, there are only 4 curtains labeled A, B, C, and D. Which one is he referring to? Duh?
This took some creative thinking.
No, it didn't.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Correct. The butler meant the B curtains. It's easy to mistake a hastily written B for the number 13, which actually happens and took me a long time in a puzzle in a previous game. A gentleman always has good penmanship, which is why I will never be a gentleman. Captain's call. My penmanship is awful. Puzzle number 16, Curtain's Call, worth 20... Captain's Call, worth 20 picarettes. 2 luxury cruise ships pass each other in the middle of a very calm sea. The 2 ships are completely identical, and the 2 ships' captains happen to be good friends. Ahoy there, Captain Brown! Didn't think you'd see you here. I didn't expect to see you here either. It looks like you've been steaming along at a fair rate of knots, Captain White. Which ship is Captain Brown? Huh? Oh, okay, the one that's moving at a good steaming along at a fair rate of knots is Captain White.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct. Captain Brown's ship is Ship A. You can tell at a glance just by looking at the wash or waves around the front of each ship. Counting cats. Puzzle number 20 with 35 picarettes. 35 picarettes. A famous artist was commissioned to paint this picture by a wealthy yet eccentric cat lover. The painting, entitled How Cats See the World, actually contains several hidden cat shapes that are designed to blend in with the background. You find all the cats hidden in painting. How many are there? There's one there in the middle, so let's mark it. There's one here. It's harder to see when I'm in memo mode. Ooh, I see a kitty here. Kind of odd they choose to replace Granny Riddleton. It just seems like a pointless change. In this game, they do it specifically because they need to retcon something. They need to make, well, not retcon, because at the very first game, when you first meet Granny Riddleton, it's the first time Luke and Layton meet her. So in this game, they're like, oh, this game's in the past. Let's not have them break time travel and all that nonsense by somehow, you know, knowing her before they meet her. So in this game, they had a reason. In game number 3, I have no idea.
Some of these cat shapes are a little iffy. A little bit iffy. And I wonder if this one counts. It probably does. Yeah, it definitely does. Because this is like, this is all part of the picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try 7.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
And failed at.
It appears as though I've missed something.
And open your mind to the feline possibilities, which is what we will do after a short break. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do, be able to keep watching comfortably, and I will be right back.